give movie reviews. I could give what movie do you want me to talk about? How about that? How about I review a movie? Why don't you just name a movie and I'll look at the comment section and I'll pick one of the first movies I see and I'll just talk about it. I'll just riff about it because apparently silence is deadly on this thing, so I just have to keep on talking and talking and talking and talking like this, just talking Star Wars. Okay, let's talk about Star Wars. I personally thought that Star Wars was incredibly terrible. I went in there expecting, you look at the trailer and you think, wow, this is going to be a really dark turn. Star Wars is going to have some darkness in it. Maybe we're going to see more of the dark side than the light side in this film because let's face it, the first few films, episode 4, 5, and 6. They weren't particularly dark. They couldn't really get the darkness that there's. Darth Vader wasn't particularly intimidating, was he? Like, genuinely, like, not by today's standards. And then episode 1, 2, and 3 wasn't particularly dark at all. Not with Jar Jar there, just running around being a fool with his tomfoolery. No, stop. I should stop. So, and I saw the trailer and I expected, ooh, this is good. This is like a gritty reboot. This is going to be really gritty. We're going to see the dark side and everything, and then you go into it, and it's just really, really cheesy. Just a really cheesy movie. No darkness. The main dude is just some little emo, long-haired pussy who's got a three-bladed, broken-looking lightsaber. Pointless. Just absolutely pointless. And the storyline, I mean, I don't mean to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen Star Wars, but everything is predictable. They managed to blow up the Death Star Mach 2 or Mach 3. Why couldn't they not be able to maybe do that? And then we'd be interested in what happens in the next film. Why were they able to blow it up so easily if it was the size of a planet? What was the point in that film? And why didn't Luke Skywalker take that lightsaber at the end? Why were they just standing there for 20 minutes? Just staring at each other? That's his lightsaber. He would see it. He wouldn't just go, like he did. He wouldn't do that. He'd be like, hey, number one, who are you? I've been on this island for 20 years. Who are you? How did you find this specific island? Number two, that is my lightsaber that you're holding out to me. That's mine. So I'd like you to step over here and give it to me because I am a Jedi Master. That's my property. Give me that lightsaber. But instead he just stood there. He just stood there. Just stood there and just stared at her. Who is behind me? That's me. That's a reflection of me. You frickin' moron. It's a door. It's me. You can see the screen. It's right there. This is really strange. So I'm in like a closet. I don't know what to do. Do you want to see like a... Forget Star Wars. Tell us your favourite movie, Ross. Toy Story 3 is my favourite movie, it must be said. Beat up your reflection. This is... I'm going to stop. You're in a closet, fag. I'm in a closet. And I'm a fag, apparently. Oh my god. This is just an endless wave. How can I review Rick and Morty? How am I meant to review a series? It's good, go watch it. Jesus. Voice impressions. Ross Plaskow, you peasant. you're live streaming in a closet. Thank you. Thank you. But may I just repeat, just for a few people, all I'm doing right now is testing this live streaming software. I'm not actually doing anything. I'm just testing it. So please stop. Let's see what we have. I'm gonna look through my phone. I usually store some shit on my phone. Oh, by the way, can I just complain a little bit? No. Oh, so I've been making this new tutorial series, How to Make a Cartoon. The series, it's going to be 7 parts. I've already uploaded 3. I can't remember what I was going to say. This is really confusing. This is like, I've got 2 versions of myself, one really delayed and the other one is live. It's kind of completely wigging me out. Oh, if only there was a way to just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. What? No, I can't. What? What's going on? Jesus. This is kind of stressful. So, yeah, after this How to Make a Cartoon set of tutorials, there's going to be 7 of them. I'm going to make a professional sort of thing, because this is kind of just for beginners. So after this, I'm going to make another set of tutorials going really deep into character animation, the 12 principles, all of that kind of crap, and it's going to be called How to Animate instead of How to Make a Cartoon, because How to Make a Cartoon is sort of like childlike, that's why it's for beginners, and How to Animate is pretty full on. It's going to be pretty deep. Yes, do you do freelance work out of YouTube? Yes, I do. If you want to see some of my freelance work, just go to rossplaskow.com. If any of you like what you see on rossplaskow.com and you want me to make a tutorial explaining how I made it, then just write it in the comments section right here. No, I haven't tried Adobe Character Animator, but I hear that it does well with lip syncing. What is my real job? My real job is being a freelance animator. I animate all day, every day. YouTube is kind of, and tutorials is kind of just a hobby of mine. And right now, I'm not doing anything. I'm just testing this software. And why do people keep on telling me to drink bleach? Why is that? Why is that a thing? How did I start animating? I went to university and I did a year of architecture, and then on the day of my architecture exams, I decided that I hated architecture and everything about it, and that buildings didn't move very much, and I really wanted to make stuff that moved. So on the day of my exams, I quit architecture on the day of my architecture exams and switched over to animation. And then I had a free summer to watch as many films as possible. I did an animation degree. As soon as I got out of university, I went into a really terrible... it was a pretty cool company. I went into a little animation company. I did that for like 5 years, and now I didn't particularly like it because I couldn't say no to jobs. Because if you're full-time, you can't say no to jobs. Otherwise, you get fired. So that's when I decided I wanted to go freelance. I left that job. I moved to Denmark for 3.5 months to learn 3D character animation, which was awesome, so now I know Maya. I came back expecting to apply for jobs, 3D jobs, but 3D jobs, because I thought maybe 3D character animation was the way forward, and obviously it is for films and all of that, but... and then I was applying for 3D jobs, and nobody was giving me any 3D jobs. and then someone offered me an After Effects character animation job for 3 weeks, and I said yes, just to make some money in the meantime. And by the end of that 3 weeks, I've been offered another job, so it just keeps on rolling, and now I'm on my But I've only been freelance for about 6 months, but it's awesome. I get paid more, I get more time off, and I can say no to as many jobs as I want, and I can say yes to 2 or 3 jobs at a time, so you get 2 or 3 times the pay, which is really why we all do it. But to be honest, I really like being able to pick which company I'm going to go with, because there's some really decent companies in London. Next question. Why do I have a Google animation on my site? Okay, so when I was set myself up as a freelancer, I really wanted to have some eye-catching work, and whilst I was animating my first 3 freelance jobs, I wasn't able to put them on my show reel and show anyone any of the work that I've been doing whilst I've been freelance, because of contracts, and the jobs weren't finished yet, or I have to wait 3 months after the job is done. So I wanted something eye-catching, so I just thought I'd make a Google Doodle just for fun. I was in contact with Google Doodler over Twitter or something, and I showed her it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll put you on a list of freelance." And but obviously it was just for fun, and I haven't actually done a real one yet. But I think it worked out quite nicely. Also, 1 week later, which was a little bit annoying, 1 week later they changed the Google logo. How was I meant to know that they were going to change the Google logo? They haven't changed it in years, and suddenly I spend like 3 days on this Google Doodle just for fun. I show everyone, and suddenly the Google Doodle is worthless. Completely pointless. But it did get me noticed for some pretty good jobs. Next question, please. Heyo Zarviel. How old am I? I'm 27 years old, and I only just feel like a man because I only recently went freelance. And I feel like a man now. I always felt like a kid up until this point. Why do you have AIDS? I don't know. Have you ever thought about drinking bleach? Do a tutorial on my short film Suicide. I could do that. Okay, these questions are just strange, and I haven't yet. What time is it? It's like 9:20. I might need to go to the shops. Would you guys stay around on here if like I was just out at the shops and come back and eat dinner here? Prostitution is considered freelance work. It's so strange that there's like 100 people. All I have to do is just turn this live streaming software on, and suddenly there's 100 people that want to, tell me to drink bleach. Isn't that cool? This is the future we've all heard about? This is great. This is fantastic. Now I'm curious what's going to happen when I turn the software off. Is this video going to go on my YouTube channel, or is there any way that I can hide this and completely delete it? I'm just going to go through some of these weird settings, so just ignore me for a little bit. Everyone's saying, do I need a voice actor? Not right now, because right now I'm just making tutorials, and the next cartoon should be Meat Mysteries, and I do all the voices for that anyway, so I wouldn't worry about that. What is add a card? What is a card? Promote channel. Link to an approved website. I can link to rossplaskow.com. Next. Associated website. Create card. Call to action. This is my website. Teaser text. It's here. Create card. Is there a card on screen now? I don't really... This is so strange. Cards used. Card. Stream options. Make archive private when complete. Oh, I need that. I need to make this private. Advanced settings. Advanced settings. How do I make this private? Monetization. Live dashboard. Single moderator list. No, I do not have kids, and I do not intend to have kids. Set up encoding software. 115. Goodbye. How do I... Okay, is there anything that you guys would like me to do in a future live stream? Just comment, just write it in the comments. I'm going to read every single comment. I'll probably read them out loud. Voice acting tips, sing, Maya. I do recommend Maya for animation, for 3D animation, but I like to do everything myself, so that's why I stick with After Effects. Make a complex animation live. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Animation for games. Yes, I can do that. Make you an intro. No, thank you. Eat some cereal. I could do that right now. Bleach tutorial. Play some games. I mean, which game do you want me to play live? That seems pointless. Why don't you just play it? Why don't you just play it yourself, you freaking weirdo? Judge other cartoons on YouTube. Can I do anime? Have I ever done stand-up? I did try stand-up, and I liked being on stage, but I didn't like the build-up because I got super nervous, and it just wasn't worth it in the end. Like you feel sick for 2 hours beforehand. You have to learn all of these jokes off by heart. You have to feel like an idiot when it goes bad, because it does go bad because you're only a beginner. And start a stupid reaction channel. No. I should try sit-down comedy. Very clever. That's very clever. Waldo Radin. I'm getting a call now. I might go now. I might go. I'm gonna go now. See you guys later. Good. I don't know how to turn this off. I literally have no idea how to turn this off. How do I turn this off? If you want to see some more work, just go to Plaskow.com. I'm just leaving right now. You know, I can come back anytime. Fucking hell. And when I come back, there'll actually be something here for me to do. Just right now, I'm fucking testing the software. I don't know. The software I'm using is called Wirecast Play. It got recommended to me by YouTube. Let's see what this button does. This will possibly turn it off. Let's see what this button does. This will possibly turn it off.